So I did two videos yesterday. One of them was Venezuela related, and I just basically dished out everything that had happened over the week because it seemed to like we had a lot of information. It died down, so I was like, right, I can give a good ad lib of the biggest things, and then we spoke about the potential assassination. Well, more has come out. Literally, as I posted that, I get an article, but I was like, it's too late. I gotta go bed, I gotta go work. So as soon as I've come in from work, boom, I'm still my high vis. We're going through this. So, Venezuela opposition leader says he was forced to sign a letter accepting Maduro's victory. Now, before I go into this, I want to point out one thing. They were cracking down on the opposition so much. Like, everyone and their cat had been arrested. One of them was even, like, streaming on Instagram, I believe, or something like that. And it always confused me how Edmundo Gonzalez and Maria Corina Machado got away with it. Not got away with it, but they had yet to be captured, even when they finally put a warrant out for his arrest. Well, it's come out that Gonzalez has been coerced into signing over, basically saying he lost and that Maduro was the winner. And this was presented on national television in Venezuela, and there was a photo of it and whatnot. And yeah, I don't get what the let's read the article and I'll go into it. So Venezuela's opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez Orita Orit Ororit Orotia Orotia. That's what I'm going to land on. Has said he was coerced in signing a letter recognizing Nicolas Maduro as the winner of the country's disputed election as a condition for letting him flee to Spain. The revelation of the letter is the latest stage in the country's political crisis, which was exacerbated by the disputed election results. Gonzalez recently departed for exile in Spain. So this is the thing that got me. He was allowed to flee if he signed it, but then surely they could have arrested him and got the same result. They're not playing by the rule books. Now, one of my theories as to why they have not been touched is to one, not add more fuel to the fire. They've already been seen to do X, Y, and Z things. A lot of things that have been leading them to look very bad in the international eye, give less credibility to the Maduro government. So they held off on it, and they wanted to effectively use them as a way to legitimize their own government. So it's like, oh, well, they're saying they won. Well, if they won, what if we got them to sign over? But it leads a lot of other questions, like why is Maria Corina Machado still about? Why is she not being arrested considering there's a warrant out for arrest? Is she really doing that good at fleeing? I know Gonzalez basically gave up fleeing and jumping from house to house because, well, he's an old man. I can understand that. But another thing is that gets me is why did they go this route? Like, yeah, you can get him to sign an NDA or something, but when you are against the literal government, it doesn't matter if you speak out against it or not because the government has got it out for you. So, what they're going to do? Try you for another thing amongst other things. That is just a small grain of sand in the bucket, if I'm completely honest. A lot of questions around this one. How the opposition is still running and how Maduro's yet to crack down on it. I want to know what Maduro's doing, why, and how they've managed to skirt around being arrested when everyone else has been arrested. Because these are the two big names, yet all the smaller names are being arrested first. It makes no sense to me. Right. I either had to sign it or deal with the consequences, Gonzalez wrote on X, citing various tense hours of coercion, blackmail, and pressure. Yeah, I can see why. Yeah, there we go. The photo of it being shown on national television. He said Maduro's allies brought him a document when he was in Spanish embassy in Caracas before fleeing to Spain to request asylum. Following the 28th of July presidential election, that's the opposition insisted he won. At the point I considered I could be more of use if I was free than if I were imprisoned and prevented from fulfilling the tasks entrusted to me by voters, he said. The document states it was meant to be confidential, yeah, but Jorge Rodriguez. Fucking hate the name Rodriguez. The two R's every time. Head of National Assembly and Maduro's chief negotiator, presented it during the nationally televised press conference hours after the local news outlet published parts of it. Here we go. Rodriguez told reporters that Gonzalez signed the letter of his own volition. Gonzalez, however, in a video posted on social media, said he signed it under coercion. Now, look, I'm gonna be real with you, especially if you're scared of all these backroom deals and whatnot. There are microphones everywhere. Microphones everywhere. Here, that here, fuck here, and as I'm talking into. You want to provide an argument, get any fucking evidence you can. At the time, he probably wasn't in the right space, and they probably had him under lock and key. He probably wasn't a sit down at a fucking desk. Let's put it that way. So, but if you could present that as evidence, the international court would have a field day. Although I don't know how much they could do, but no, they showed up with documents that I would have to sign to allow my departure from the country. Gonzalez said. Rodriguez questioned about Gonzalez's video message threatening to reveal audio of his conversation with Gonzalez if he did not take back his assertions. Interesting. Venezuela's National Electoral Council, which was stacked in Maduro, yeah. Now left closed, unlike presidential elections, electoral authorities did not provide, yeah. Well, the opposition coalition collected tally sheets of apes, yeah, gone over the fucking out every video that's covered. Gonzalez became the subject of an arrest warrant over an investigation into publishing of the tally sheets. Global condemnation over the lack of transparency promoted Maduro to ask Venezuela's Supreme Tribunal of Justice, whose members were aligned with the ruling party, to audit the results. The High Court has confirmed victory. Venezuela's next presidential term begins on the 10th of July in the last 6 years. Yeah, so I don't think Maduro. He wants him gone, obviously, but he don't want to. He don't want to add more fuel to the fire. He's already having a hard time on the international stage outside of Russia and China, and Cuba. Yeah, Cuba really, because even their close allies, Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, even they've been brought to the table to talk about Maduro being taken out of power. So, I think he was trying to get rid of him in a way that's not only legitimized his government, but also got rid of him, out of the picture. And this was the best of both worlds. They could have arrested him, and I don't think they wanted to, on the regards of it will make things a lot worse for them on the international stage even. But we'll see. We'll see what comes out as it progresses. I hope there is audio to be released. I would love to hear that. See where this is all going. There's something fishy about this. I'm not gonna lie. I just can't quite put my finger on it.